Hey guys, Joss Allen here, aka your friendly neighbourhood guitar player from GAK.co.uk. Today we're going to be checking out some brand new guitars from the guys at Charvel. So we have 3 guitars from the guys at Charvel here, brand new models. So let's go through them one by one and we'll check them out. So what I'll do is I'll introduce the guitar, do a little bit of playing, and then move on to the next one. So let's check out this one first. So this one is the Charvel Pro-Mod So-Cal Style 1 FR. So the specifications on this model, we have this awesome slime green finish, absolute rad finish. We have a couple of Seymour Duncan distortion humbuckers in the bridge and the neck. The body is an older body. We have a Floyd Tremolo system, we have volume and tone and a 3-way selector switch, but instead of a 5-way selector switch, they've opted for having a 3-way and a push-pull for those single coil snappy sounds that you can achieve. We have a maple neck with graphite reinforcements. So when it comes to sort of strength and touring and gigging, it's supposed to really, stay where it is, stay strong. And that's why you always opt for, rock solid woods like maple here, which is a really good choice for a guitar like this. As we said, because it's a Floyd Rose, we've got the double locking trem system. And then flip it over. We have the cavity for the Floyd Rose system there, so you can get stuck in changing or adding springs, taking away or driving it closer to the body. Then we have Made in Mexico and the Charvel and its address, so you can email them and send them letters of pictures of you and your guitar. And the Charvel sign behind there with all on the tuners by Charvel. This is the first one we're going to be checking out. So let's check out some sounds for this guitar. I'm going into this DV Mark multi-amp with some patches that I have created, which is going then into an Engel 212 cabinet with vintage 30s in it. So let's check it out. So those pickups are awesome sounding. They're really aggressive, really good pickups to play rock, metal, hard rock, anything sort of along those sort of lines. So let's play some lead work and see what the rest of the pickup configurations sound on these guitars. So apart from being absolute shred rock machines, obviously beg my pardon because I am not a shred guitar player. I'm more of a hip hop artist. So it's kind of, I'm trying my best to get those sort of shred licks out. But the awesome thing is that they do have that coil tapping capability as well. So if you wanted to sort of dial back on the drive a bit, I'll show you those sort of tones as well. So here's the neck pickup. So let's pull that knob up. So you have an incredibly diverse guitar. You know, even though they're kind of built to do that whole, you know, just do the one thing and do it incredibly well, but if you wanted to have a guitar that was incredibly diverse as well, then boom, there you have it. This one is the Slime Green Style 1 Pro-Mod FR. So let's move on to the next fiddle, with just as loud a color. Cool, so here we are with the next model. This is the San Dimas Style 1. So we've got the same sort of attributes. We've got an older body. We have a maple neck with a graphite reinforcements. One of the things that I forgot to mention was that it has a 12 to 16 compound radius on it. So it is a very, very flat fretboard for all those straight up widdly licks that you want to play and that aggressive vibrato so you can really dig in. Once again, we have a Floyd Rose Tremolo system with our volume, our tone, our three-way selector switch, and the push-pull. Push-pull. Pickups, we're set at Seymour Duncan's again, but they're different. We have a JB in the bridge and a 59 in the neck on the San Dimas model. And obviously, instead of having the blacked-out hardware, the complete murdered-out look, we've got the shiny chrome hardware on this model instead. So let's run it through its paces and see what this guitar sounds like with the JB, the 59. Once again, we've got the DV Mark multi-amp with some presets that I've created on there. So let's give it a whirl and see what it sounds like. So an absolute monumentally big sounding guitar. The JB in the bridge just sounds absolutely rad. I have to say, I definitely prefer the sound to the distortion, even though the distortion sounds super aggressive. Something about that JB and the 59 sort of combo that just sounds really, really cool. So let's check out some lead work on this guitar with the 59 included in the playing, and yeah, just see how it compares to the one with the double distortions. So once again, just another great sounding and playing guitar. But as the distortion, the double distortion model did, the model we just played, it also has the capability of coil tapping. So let's back on from the gain and see what the guitar sounds like with the JB and the 59 coil tapped. Cool, so this is the guitar with just the neck humbucker uncoil tapped again. Now let's coil tap it. So it's a very convincing single coil sound. I really think that the maple helps out with that sort of thing just because of the whole really, really snappiness to the sound that maple can create. And then when you do the coil tapping thing, sometimes a humbucker coil top tapped, coil tapped, doesn't sound as convincing as a real, true, obviously single coil pickup. So having the maple board, I think, really allows the single coil characteristics to come through even more. So let's move on to our third and final model and check that one out. Cool, so here we are with the third and final model. Once again, this is another San Dimas model, just like this guitar here, but the difference is, as you can see, it's a hardtail model instead of being a Floyd Rose guitar. So obviously the benefits of having a Floyd Rose is that you get to go crazy with the whammy bar and everything. The benefits with the hardtail is that you get to change up the tunings without worrying about it slipping or, you know, having to undo any bolts or anything like that. But let's run through the specifications of this guitar. Once again, we have an older body, maple neck with the 12 to 16 compound radius, 22 frets, graphite reinforced neck, Seymour Duncan JB and a 59 in the neck, volume, tone, three-way selector switch, and that awesome coil tapping capability as well. And obviously a hardtail. Now the difference with this model, because it's not a double locking trem system, we've got locking tuners up here, which is a really nice touch. I'm a big advocate of locking tuners. I really like them, only because you just put it through, lock it, and then you can tune your guitar from there. So you don't have to sit there sort of winding round, because I am a lazy stringer of guitar players. So let's do the same with this model, which we did with the others. Let's play some riffage, let's play some lead work and run through the pickups and see what it sounds like. So as I said before, the benefit of having something like a hardtail is that we have the capability of being able to tune down. So let's check out some riffage in just the drop D. Cool, so that was a couple of bits of kind of riffing in standard tuning and then drop D, just to show you the capabilities of having a hardtail. You guys all know that anyway. And yeah, so let's put it onto the lead section we created on the DV Mark multi-amp and see what the guitar sounds like, adding that 59 pickup into the mix as well. guitars are absolute monsters. They play unbelievably quick. They play so smooth, and having that matte finish maple is just perfect. The pickup sort of selection, the choices for the guitars are perfect. I'm a real fan of these guitars. I mean, I always have been a fan of the Charvel stuff, but these are really sort of pushing the boundaries on what a shred guitar can do, feel and sound like, and look like, with these unbelievably cool finishes, especially that slime green finish. Loving it. So that was the three models from a large selection of the new Charvel guitars for 2016. So make sure you go onto the website or come down to the store and check them out. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Thank you very much for watching.